Hello everybody and welcome back and welcome to a new series and an entirely new game. Yes, this is FS25 indeed. It's my very first video in a very long time, and I do humbly and wholly apologise for it taking so long for me to get back into it. It's just after having a new baby and everything else in between, it's been rather difficult to even find the time to sit down and record. So I do very much apologise in terms of not posting and not being here and not very active. I have still tried to keep on top of answering comments. I think a few have slipped through the cracks, so I do apologise again about that. However, yes, we've started a new series on FS25, and it is indeed a logging series. As you can see, I have already done a little bit of work, not much. So we're pretty much starting from scratch on a modded map with a few modded things, not many mods at all, so you guys can hop in and join along. So basically, I'm going to give you a tour. That's going to be this episode pretty much. This one's going to be a bit longer because we are going to do a bit of harvesting as well. No processing today. It's just going to be harvesting. Processing will be in the next episode, as long as this, as well as the skidding. So this is a tour. This is the obviously this is the loading area and the yard. So we have our Ford F-150 pickup truck next to our mobile home. We've got two Volvo EC 3800s, one with a grapple, one with the processor over there. This one's loading, that one's the processing unit. We've got two of these Volvos. The other one is not here, it's somewhere else. So they're lovely, lovely, lovely machines with obviously a semi-trailer bulk unit. So we're currently cutting in 5 meter lengths. I'm thinking of pushing to 6, but there will be quite a nasty overhang on the trailer, so I'm not too sure yet. But then we also have a lovely Voltra with a bright red 1500 kilo front weight and a mulcher on the back for getting rid of those pesky tree stumps. And then we have our John Deere 848L skidder, which hasn't been used yet because we've been very close to the yard, so I've just been using the harvester. We have our flatbed trailer over here just parked out the way because we will be getting another one of these, but with the quick attach, as I've got the modded rake and hammer and stuff for that. Then we have the John Deere Feller Buncher, the 843 with the Feller Buncher head. As you can see, I have done a bit of work today, not much, so I haven't moved too many trees, but my plan is just to eradicate as much of this forest as possible. So showing you from a bird's eye point of view now, this is how much I've done. This was all trees, so they've all been cut down, and we've mulched this area just to show that is the landing. And then we're going to slowly push through all of this, and hopefully once we've got rid of all of these plus the rocks, we can then move into a different area, because this is indeed a modded map. This is Zelonska Forestry Edition. It is a map all over, and the forests are basically just a lot more built up and things like that. So they're a lot more built up, a lot more friendly to do with forestry. So that is the reason why we have changed map, or this is the reason why I have picked this map. And then we also own the sawmill up here. So we do own the sawmill. We have got 24,500 litres of wood coming out, and it is full up. So we have another flatbed, another one of those Volvos, and we also have the wonderful Senebogen 340G telehandler for loading the trailer, and we have a wood chip trailer around the back. But I have learned something about this. I don't know if you guys have done any forestry work on FS25 yet. If you haven't, I don't really want to spoil it, so probably skip the next 10 seconds. If you have, just confirm this is the only way of getting wood chips, which isn't as fun as I thought it would be. You know, just the crates of wood chips. I would rather it be in bulk. I don't know about anybody else. I don't know if anybody else agrees with me. But I definitely think I'm not too much of a fan of the wood chips in this one. I definitely preferred the bulk. Gave more reason to own, something with a big bucket, something, something different. So I am a bit upset. Well, not upset, but I am, not as pleased as I would be about the wood chip situation. But I do think this map is very, very pretty. People who haven't done logging yet, welcome back. And we are just going to tab over to, yes, this is the pickup truck. Very lovely. One of my first mods, actually. Yeah. So I barely have any mods. These are all the mods I have. Funny enough, so I've got loads of them off the in-game mod hub, the Vermeer, the light material bucket, the excavator tool pack, and the signal bar are all on the in-game mod hub. I've got this, which is just a standard Volvo, just with a forestry cage and things. We will be getting one of them. It's just they're very, very expensive, and they also come with logging forks. How cool is that? So that's one of them. This mod is not as good as I thought it would be. It's the one we used, Lewis and I used in the demolition, and they just had no power at all, and we kept getting stuck. I don't know if you guys saw that. But it's kind of the same. It was the very first mod I downloaded, so it probably hadn't been worked out too much. There's the Ford F-150, and then we got this trailer here as well. So they're the only mods I have enabled anyway. I do have a few more actually, but they're all non-viable ones. They're all in server based. So yeah, that is pretty much the rundown. That's the only land we own, those two bits, that bit and that. We own the sawmill, and that's all we own. We've got no money for anything else. We've only got £54,000. But yeah, so plan for today, we may as well turn all of this stuff off actually. We got it all started, all warmed up. We don't even need it. Look at that. Right. Let's hop in the fella buncher and let's get to work. So as well, the other thing I've noticed is that I have a feeling in 25 forestry yet again was a second thought really. Wasn't that, obviously I know it's a farming sim game, so we should be lucky that even forestry is a part of it, but forestry is technically farming. You farm the trees, where the trees sometimes just glitch through the map. I don't know if it's because it's a modded map. I don't know if it's, just it is what it is. It weren't really a thing in 22, so I don't know if it's just a glitch, or I don't even know if it's been fixed. I know there has been an update or two since I last played, so, but yes, I don't know if any of you have also noticed such an issue with the machinery, or the trees rather, glitching through the map. Maybe it was just a me thing, I don't know, but I'm very, very excited to see how this goes. Obviously I know some people tend to not buy the new farming sim game for a few months and let the modding community go to work. I do know the mining stage hasn't really gone anywhere yet. I don't even know if terraform's a thing at the moment for 25. It might be, so if you guys do know that, please do let me know in the comments below, because I am craving to do some public works and to do some digging. So if you guys do know, please do let me know in the comments below. But we are just making short work of these trees, absolutely demolishing them. I want to clear them all, obviously. I don't want to leave any untouched. We might even be able to get a few contracts, hopefully. Maybe the local city will give us a logging contract. That would be very nice. For a different patch of land. Maybe we can rent a land, because obviously we own this patch of land, and it's not the biggest, I will admit, but it will do for what we want, just not for very long. We've already made rather short work of the area we have, so we do indeed need to keep our sights on more open and bigger ground, somewhere where we can use a proper yarding setup and things, because at the minute it is a bit compact. When we start getting a bit further on in, it'll get a bit easier, I think. But it's just a bit cramped at the moment, especially seeing as I can't even see the stumps I'm trying to grab. Mainly because obviously we are getting some young trees in the mix as well, which is something we don't really want, but it's something we have to live with. You know, it's part and parcel of the whole thing, and sometimes you get young trees and sometimes you get new ones. Or young and old trees, I should say. Right, we're going to have to drop this tree off because it hasn't sat properly on the blade, which is fine. This is a rather small tree. Shouldn't have really cut that one down. So the other goal, obviously, because we're going to get a excavator with the quick attach, is I want to be able to replant. So that's a big thing for me as well, obviously, with forestry and things, is the ability to regrow the fields and the plantations you cut down. So I want to bring that in. So I think once we've got the quick attach excavator, and you know this area's been cleared out, I would like to turn it back into a forest, just with one specific type of tree, and then we can, you know, go and harvest a bit more, then replant that, and you know, keep going back and forward between areas. I think that'll be the nicest for the, you know, conservation of blah 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 blah. Didn't want to cut that tree, but we've cut it anyway, which is not very fun. So can we reharvest it? No. Look at that. The moment YouTube comes on, I start making childhood mistakes. Not dissing any of you who make the same mistakes, just dissing myself, because I should know better. There we go. I can't see, that's the issue, is I just cannot see what I'm doing. I'm stuck on another stump. Let's spin around, we'll put... Okay, we are getting a little bit swingy, but that's okay, that's okay. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. We're good, we're good. Oh yeah, we're golden. No, maybe not. Yeah, fine, that'll do. Right, I think that is enough felling for now. We have cut down quite a few trees, and they do need to be processed. So I think... I know I said I wasn't. I know I said I wasn't. But I think I'm going to treat you. I think I'm going to treat you. Let's do a bit. Go on. Why not? You guys deserve it. You've been so patient with me. Let's treat you to a bit of processing. Obviously, I am using my joysticks again. I've got two Thrustmaster joysticks. They are designed for aircraft, but they do indeed work wonders in farming sim. So that is what I'm using. They're brilliant. I would never go back. Obviously, I can still use the keyboard, and the keyboard is what I used with wheel loaders and telehandlers and things like that, and I would never really change that. I do prefer to use the keyboard for those sort of things, but for the excavator, I didn't struggle with the keyboard. You know, it was just a lot of buttons, so you couldn't really do multiple things at once. But in this, you know, you can, it's a proper smooth, streamlined, streamlined setup, I guess, is the word I'm trying to say. But it is a lot of fun. I am very much, like I said, looking forward to mining, coming back into it, you know, getting the gold mines back up and running and things. The things you guys really enjoy. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. I think you will. You know, it's something hasn't really come out yet, I don't think. You know, I do watch a lot of YouTube and I don't really see much to do with logging. So I think it'll be quite interesting, and I hope you guys do enjoy. But the excavators operate the exact same as 22. Not much has really changed with them, to be fair. You know, all the customization is the same. You can't change the colour. You can choose if you want a safety beacon or not, and if you want tinted windows, and obviously what coupler you want, or what attachment you want on the end of the boom, or the arm, or whatever you guys call it. Obviously everyone calls it something different. So But as you can see, I picked pretty standard stuff. We've got the processor, well, we've got the harvester head, which we're using in a processing application for this one, and then for the other one we have just the standard grapple. Not many, a grapple mod has come out, but I don't know, I'm just happy using the standard one. I know it's smaller trees, you know, we're not using the biggest trees here, so we don't need something absolutely spectacular. So, not too fussed about it, to be fair. But this tree is trying to get away from us, so we definitely need to grab it, and we need to grab it ASAP before it disappears into the ground like every other one. Come on. This is the other thing, is like, it feels like the trees are ice skating all the time. It genuinely feels like the trees are ice skating. I've got no control over the trees half the time. They just do what they want, and you know, you can't really say anything bad about them, because then they just disappear in the ground. Okay, cool. Oh, pressed the wrong button again, because I'm useless. I'm getting there, guys, I'm sorry. I've got a bit of stage fright. Right, a little bit of processing has been complete. We've probably got a bunk's worth there, if not a little bit less. Oh, struggled to start then. Standard John Deere for you. No, I'm joking, I love John Deere. John Deere's a brilliant brand. I would like a designated winching skidder though. I don't use the clamp. I don't really like using it. It doesn't really work in my opinion. You know, in farming sim at least, you don't have the ability to grab the trees like you would in real life, mainly due to the fact you don't have the just don't have the ability to do it. You know, if you pull it too hard, all you do is you glitch the tree out, and then you're stuck then, aren't you? In my opinion, which is why I like the winches, because the winches are quite reliable. You know, if you pull it, it's going. Apart from when they get stuck like that. The only thing I have noticed is, well, I'm now in the way, and I can't get out. Oh, I might be able to. Come on. Squeeze on by. Yeah, look at that. But the ground deformation is so nice in this game. It is so good. It's something that, you know, granted, probably should have been in 22, but I'm glad it's in 25. And I'm glad this game's come out, actually. There's definitely improvements over 22, like the AI. It's the massive improvement from what it was. You know, they actually overtake people now, which is quite funny. I had AI try and overtake me earlier, and they just went head on to a school bus. It's quite funny. Obviously not funny if that happens in real life, but in farming sim, hilarious. Because it's not real life. How do I get the blade down again? I can't remember what controls it is. As you can see, I have not used the skidder yet, so you guys are witnessing me using the skidder for the very first time inside FS25. But yes, so we'll park that up there. We'll get these 4 or 5 trees done, and then we shall call this episode good. And in the next episode, we will haul these logs off to the lumber mill. We will go and sell our first trailer load of lumber, which will be rather exciting as well, and we'll go from there. It'll be quite fun, I think. The other thing we are going to need fairly shortly is a fuel bowser of some description. I do have one on the back of the pickup, but I haven't figured out how to use it yet. It's not, you know, it doesn't show you like if it's got fuel. I think it might just be for aesthetics, but I'm not sure. So we need to check it out. Ooh, what is going on here? Okay, we'll pick you back up. We'll run you back through. It's okay, it happens. trying to make a nice pile where the grab can easily grab from. Because obviously in 22 I wasn't the best with the grabs. I wasn't the most accurate with them. And I did indeed normally make a mess. So hopefully in 25 I can redeem myself as a good grabber. If that's the correct way to say that, I don't know. I did not pass it. True story. Right. 2 more to grab. Process. 1 more after this one. Right, we'll start pushing it that way a bit more. We don't want the pile to get too tall because then it'll just become a bit chaotic. So something that big, then we can obviously make it wider, longer, much as we need, and then we'll have to obviously go up again. Yeah, I quite like these trees, they're quite nice. The dark brown trees, not the birch ones. Or I think they're pine actually, the light silvery colours. But this is also pine, this is another pine, it's just red pine. Oh, we've stacked 3, oh there you go. Stacked 3 perfectly on top of each other then. And that might be the last cut. Yep, there we go. Last cut. And we are done. So, thank you all so... Oh, let's turn everything off. Let's turn everything off. So thank you guys all so very much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please do leave a like and a comment. Tell me what you enjoyed, what you didn't enjoy, and what you would like to see more of next time. As well, guys, please do subscribe. We are getting very close to 600 subscribers. And obviously, every subscriber means we get to show and broadcast our love for these games to more people, which means more people play them, which means we have more people to play with, and the longer these games survive. Also join the Discord, that is linked down below in the description. You get notified of every video, every live stream, and you also get to hang out with me because I'm currently in Hangout on my own, which is very upsetting. And yes, so thank you all so very much for watching. I love you all, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.